TIFU by stealing what I thought was a pine cone. When I was really young, as a child of 10 in primary school, as a fun activity, we used to have groups of kids with designated locations on the playground called pine cone bases, where we'd collect as many pine cones possible and stash them at the location of choice. Stealing pine cones from other bases and bringing them to your own was permitted, but you had to give it back if you were tagged. Most teams would build diplomatic relationships with others so there would be peace. This did not always last, and war would break out between clans. My base was strategically picked where two fences met together, the neighboring house and the school itself. The pine cones would slip right down between the two fences and would be secure from any theft from other clans. Naturally, we reached the top. The base with the most pine cones was considered the pinnacle of all bases and its people among the elite. Hotels and holiday houses paled in comparison to the might of the master pine cone base. It demanded without question everyone's respect. My influence allowed me to pick what the special could be for the canteen lunch. It was always chicken tendies. One day, as a school excursion, we went to the city aquarium with bingo charts and questionnaires which we had to solve by going to each point of interest, consisting of octopi, coral, fish, sharks and other marine wildlife and activities. We were all split into groups of 5. I was in Team Sea Urchin. We didn't get to pick our names. To the power of n to the power of n. Entering one of the rooms containing many glass walls with beautiful wildlife swimming about behind them, there was a single tank in the center with the lid off, just low enough for kids to see inside, full of coral and bubbles. But there, right in my face and bobbing in the center, was the strangest, sleek and smoothest looking pine cone I've ever seen. It was beautiful, spiral in shape. My eyes must have flared in surprise and my mind began to rush. Because before anyone had a chance to see me, I had picked it up out of the water and stuffed it into my backpack. Throughout the rest of the excursion, we continued to answer all the questions and spot the bingo charts with the fish we found. It turned out to not be a contest, but whether or not the students were engaged with the activity, no prizes were awarded. Eventually, the excursion came to a conclusion and we all had to return to the bus. Everything seemed normal, though I was a slight bit giddy, far too excited to return to the playground. Once we returned to school, I proudly ran across the oval and placed my beautiful, unique pine cone in the center of the rest, right between the two fences where it was certainly safe. The moment the bell rung, we all went back to our classrooms and the teacher had yet to enter. He came later than usual. Upon entering, he was red in the face when coming in and leaned against the chalkboard. With a strain in his voice, he said, "Does anybody know anything about a missing shark egg from the aquarium today?" Quote. Me being me at the time, I pretended nothing of it happened, though eventually my beautiful centerpiece went missing. TLDR, I accidentally stole a shark egg from an aquarium thinking it was a pine cone, then added it to my base in the playground at primary school as a centerpiece. Because I know I won't be the only one curious about this. Because I'd never heard of a shark egg that looked like a pine cone. Yeah, no. For a 10-year-old. I can see it now. https australian.museum/learn/animals/fishes/port-jackson-shark-heterodontus-portus-jacksoni-meyer-1793/. The egg pick is just about 40% of the way down the article. My guy single-handedly made sharks extinct. So eloquently told. Thanks for the raucous laughter and thank you for sharing.
Epic.
Young or old, people seem to love cones. It was piles of grass in my school, no idea why. I was today years old when I learned what shark eggs look like. The whole time I was reading this I thought, that's a sex toy, right? Why is no one in the comments mentioning that? This must be some new humor and everyone is just waiting to say whoosh. Then I googled it. Shark eggs. Not sex toys.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.